Welcome, Aries. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your new moon in Leo reading. The new moon's on the 4th of August, and I'm going to focus on the area that is most impacting those of you, particularly with Aries rising, and that is the area of your creativity, your recreation, the joy and pleasure you take among your peers, with your children, through your creative products. I am reminding you now that this is a general reading, so it may not resonate for all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, please look in the description box below for the information you need. And I'm appreciative of your presence. Thank you for being here. Let's get started with your overall energy, Aries. The Seven of Swords. This is a place where you have been particularly vulnerable to the criticism and feedback of others, and that is with regard to your creative uh, energies, your expenditures, the things you create and make, your children, perhaps your creative expression has been molded in some ways or limited to the fact that others have been less than appreciative or understanding of the way that you have expressed yourself. You are in a place where you want to seek support for what you are building through your creative voice or expression. And in the past, you have internalized the criticism or the negative feedback as an indication of your own doubts and insecurity. And now you're in a place where you recognize, in order to build and grow this important point of expression for you, this important opportunity for you to share your creative vision with those that you love, you must receive the support. And if you're not able to get it from those you're seeking it from, then you're able to seek it elsewhere. You're understanding that this is your path. For better or worse, you're willing to grow this expression to a place of more success. In the 10th house, the Chariot, another 7. This is a beautiful confirmation that you are no longer waiting on the approval of others. You're no longer hoping to help others solve their problems so that you can get the support that you now realize you're deserving of. You are no longer trying to fit into the expectations of others or be like others. You are owning and accepting your unique voice, your unique vision, and you're recognizing that this is what distinguishes your voice from all others. So here you are moving forward towards the goals that matter to you, knowing that with your focus, you can be successful. In the first house, this is where you're focused. The Two of Wands shows you contemplating, weighing the odds, making a decision, looking at your options, and really summarizing the experience you've had, how you've built up your expertise based on your strength, on your desire to put your ideas out there, put your ideas forward, to make the presentation of yourself that reflects your strength, and ways in which you can reapply that and focus that on future possibilities, so that you're now in a place of weighing out particular plans or proposals to address an unfamiliar audience. At this point, you have been speaking to those that are familiar and known to you, and even understanding that some of that dismissal or criticism has been a part of your staying close to what you know, afraid to step out. This is you planning on how you can put yourself forward to newer broader audiences with the intent to grow. In the fourth house, the Three of Cups is a beautiful indication of the tremendous support that you have. This support has come through, for many of you, the years of cultivating your voice, expressing yourself, uh, overcoming obstacles, and through that exercise of intimacy, being vulnerable, sharing your experiences, and learning from those of others, you have developed this very strong intimate circle of those who you trust, who you know get you without an agenda. And this is a point in your life, in your domestic environment, particular, your personal environment that you are celebrating. You are leaning on these people to direct you as best suited for your vision, and that also allow you to rehearse your ability to go deep and be vulnerable, to expose those wounds that make you who you are and that are relatable to other people. In the seventh house, this is the house of your significant others, and this is the angle where you are in conscious partnership, not only with others, but with your goals and your vision. And the Three of Wands is a beautiful confirmation that the plans you are contemplating, weighing, um, is being projected by you into the world. You're taking those first steps to create a plan, to align yourself with others who share your vision, to gathering resources, doing the research, and building on this new, fresh vision that you have of reaching out to the world, soliciting that input, that feedback, that audience that is new to you and represents the broader world that you would like to impact. I'm going to pull a flora and fauna of Africa and hope that this reading is resonating with you so far. Please like this video, share this video if you're enjoying it and believe others would find value, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I appreciate your support. And I pulled the Quagga Zebra. I love that name. And the key word is harmony. Accept yourself unconditionally. Embrace your differences and others. Everything isn't always black and white. I think this is important for you to hear right now, Aries. Your decisiveness sometimes is helped by your ability to frame things clearly, sometimes in absolutes. And this is really encouraging you to pick up on the nuances of your relationships to others and how that impacts the way you are building and creating something for yourself and to express, present to the world. And I'm also pulling a hummingbird oracle. And I've pulled Float in Stillness. Meditation is the key to filling up with the joyous nectar of life. And it is incredibly small on this. And I'm going to clarify the first house, the Two of Wands with the Ace of Staffs in the second house and the Ace of Cups in the third house. This is incredibly powerful energy that is framing the decision you're making. And as you are weighing up a way to present yourself, the commitment to put yourself forward to new, unfamiliar audiences, to reach out to new environments where you can find an application and usefulness to the tools and gifts you have to offer, you are, in my view, integrating these energies. Your compassionate heart, your highly sensitive and attuned perception of the world that you are translating through your inspiration to be of service to others. This ability to be of service to others is a cyclical healing process in which you give from your heart, you are inspired to do so, and you provide inspiration to others. Their reception of you, their connection to you, similarly connects back and helps you to generate the creative projects, the ideas, the presentation, the various communities that you would like to connect with, and to integrate that process as a part of your own creative process, your own ability to open up to new ideas, find inspiration, and integrate that into what you are considering as part of your foundational practice. The Three of Cups in the fourth house is clarified by the Four of Cups in the fifth house and the Two of Staffs in the sixth house. The Four of Cups is describing the way that you are coming together with others to identify and create a creative foundation. This is perhaps a support group. This can be a class. This can be not only a program that you teach or administer, but one that you participate in. This is about being clear about the understanding, the exchange of energies that you're engaging in as you undertake this highly intuitive, highly nuanced creative process. You're being asked to stabilize and secure this process that defines in many ways what it is you are producing. That can be a business of some sort, that can be creative products. Either way, they all constitute a kind of enterprise that is not unlike the creative work that you do. And this is one of the elements of your understanding and seeing yourself as a creative, as an artist, as an entrepreneur that is often invisible to the public, that you are being asked to commit to. In the sixth house, the Two of Staffs is really reinforcing again the card that you got in the first house. Again, this is a repeat. So you are weighing up your options. You're looking at how you are defining and how your strengths have been defined, and ways in which you could grow that through your presentation to others. And it looks as though the first step towards that proposal, that planning, that making a presentation to others begins with those that you work with in your uh, daily mundane experience, so that you are working with others in a concrete way to identify the tasks, responsibilities, and tools that you are offering to the group and that you are absorbing, integrating into your practice. The way that you're working with others is becoming equally as nuanced as the process that you are using to utilize and inspire, build your practice. In the seventh house, the Three of Cups is clarified by the Strength card in the eighth house and the Temperance card, the Grand Alchemist, in the ninth house. Here we have your first, well, not your first, but your two major arcana cards that are describing really the longevity of this healing process that you are engaged in. This opening, this access to your creative practice, your entrepreneurial practice, has been about an entire life's experience. That marks you as a true artist, creative, business person, whatever your creative practice is. This is something that you have uh, uh, really stood by and allowed yourself to emerge through. You may not have initially seen yourself as an artist. Instead, you may have seen yourself as always being drawn to supporting other artists because of your resonance with their practice, their tools, their expressions. And now, through coming to terms with your own full talents, gifts, and the impact you want to have on the world, in the world, you are allowing yourself to emerge through those experiences as your own unique and discrete talent, voice, gift. This has been a hard and very long healing process for you that is continuing to support you to stand up for yourself, be who you are in the world, and mitigate that naturally with all the environment within which you practice, live, and experience the world. You see this as, in many ways, the positive karma that is being available to you as a result of your perseverance, of your living your life in the most creative and true way possible. Understanding now that this has always marked your productivity and the opportunities that you're defining for yourself now. The chariot in the 10th house is clarified by, again, we have the Justice card and the Sun card. So almost the entire top of your chart is of majors. That is a lot, and they're all from the place where you are seeing yourself reflected back through your commitments in the world. This is the way that you work with others, the way that you offer your gifts to the world and find inspiration through that, as well as your associations and your deepest sense of what it is you came here to do, your purpose. You're finding so much joy, so much balance, and so much harmony in your commitments to your larger associations, other like members, the tribes, the affiliations you have that are visible and invisible. All of those you match with throughout the world, your world, are harmonizing, balancing, speaking up, recognizing what is fair and what is not fair, identifying the oppressive uh, mechanisms in your experience that can be faced, that can be confronted, where redress is required. And the energy in simply speaking up for what you have already earned, what belongs to you, you are empowering yourself and others through this act of advocacy, through this act of empowering yourself and others through your voice, through a recognition of what is fair and what is not. In the final analysis, the Sun card is describing you being fully in the throes of your heart space, that you are in a place in your life where you feel that you have landed on what makes you deeply happy, what liberates your true voice, true energy, true spirit, and what allows you to give to the world in such a way that the path of others is similarly illuminated, uplifted, and this is about participating joyfully in an abundant world. So you are finding yourself really at a place of tremendous peace. I'm going to finish up this reading, Aries, with a yogic path oracle and hope this reading is resonating for you. I have pulled Sita, and I will look this up in the guidebook here. And Sita is the goddess of devotion and loyalty. You have devoted your entire self to a person or project, and your loyalty cannot be questioned. Even in the face of harsh treatment you've endured in the name of love. Sita remains loyal to her husband Rama despite being told he was dead and when another king wanted to marry her. When her husband returned, he did not believe her fidelity. She said, "If I'm telling the truth, I will jump into this fire and will not be burned." She stepped into the fire untouched, proving that she was indeed loyal. Sita understands how much you truly care and the sacrifices you have made. You've displayed selfless devotion, which is one of the most holy things we can do. In serving those you love, you serve the divine. Thank you, Aries, for this reading. Until next time, namaste.